Well, first, let me say this. When Dylan out there playing and all that, I appreciate the fans, I appreciate everybody, but it don't really, I'm a good person overall, so I don't really like him not feeling comfortable, confident, you know, when he get out there. So, you know, it puts everything in a tough spot, you know, and it's not helping the team, you know. So, yeah, when I got out there, I definitely felt him, and, you know, I'm truly thankful for it, and, yeah, I'm just thankful that I'm out here, you know. I'm thankful for the opportunity, thankful for seeing all them 12 jerseys out there, and it was a great feeling for that. But the feeling of losing, that ain't nothing we're gonna get comfortable with, like, on my watch, for sure.
Often. We always talk about 4 rushers equaling 1, and I think we had a great day with some passing, and we all want, you know, some plays back.
Myles, I know you said that, last week you said, whatever, Kevin's doing with the offense quarterback, you leave them to do that, you take care of the defense. But when you see Shedeur kind of making his debut and, kind of like a high leverage moment like that, do you say anything to him maybe during the break, or do you say anything to him after the game?
For sure. I mean, just tell him to keep his head up. I know there was one drive in which he kind of walked off, and I saw him putting his head down. I know he was kind of thinking about, I know he wants to make the play. He wants to, have that game-changing drive because, he feels like he has that ability, and we've seen it. So, don't be discouraged from one drive or 2 drives. It's a good football team over there. So, just, trying to keep him keep his confidence high. And keep on chasing that standard which he set, and we're going to continue to support him. He spoke after the game, and he wanted to pin it on himself and his performance, but we're not going to allow him to do that. It's a team game, so we're all in this together.
Did he adjust the entire team in the locker room?
Yep.
Myles, you said you wonder what more you could have done, but is there anything specific? I mean, you basically dominated, especially in the first half.
Get the ball out. I mean, forced fumbles, definitely changed the game, and I know they're doing the best to protect that. I got to be even more violent trying to take it away. I feel like there were some opportunities in which we lost contain, and we could have had even more sacks, whether from me or from other guys, and that's just discipline on our part and things we can learn from. And they're a good team.
Myles, you mentioned you got a hit on Henry. Is that on the long run, or is it a different player?
Oh, it's TFL in the red zone.
Myles, we've heard, we haven't seen this ourselves, but we've heard a lot about the progress that Shedeur has been making, like when he runs the scout team against you guys. Have you seen some really nice progress in him over these past couple months that we've been not there? And if so, do you feel pretty confident about, going forward if he gets in there with the game plan, designed for him and everything?
It's not my position or my role to evaluate how he's doing. He's there to run an offense that's not ours, so I'm not going to say whether he's doing good or bad. He's doing what he's supposed to, and he doesn't complain. He doesn't bitch and moan about it. He just goes out there and does his job, and then he goes out and gets extra work.
While seeing Devin get that pick six, and then also Carson have an interception, we talk about the importance of those takeaways. How have you just kind of continued to see those build, and then those two plays having an importance in this game?
I mean, first and foremost, those guys are playing at an outstanding level right now. Carson, especially as a rookie, he's the guy for Defensive Rookie of the Year. I don't think there's anyone ahead of him currently. And D. Bush is having an absolute resurgence. I'm feeling more comfortable in this game and playing with his hair on fire. So those guys are taking the ball away. That kind of eluded D. Bush at the beginning of the season, and now he's really starting to put it all together. And they're really playing off each other. So I'm gonna be proud of how they're playing in the secondary in general. I think the defense looks good. There will always be some plays in which we can be a little bit sharper, we can get better. But that was a solid performance, but the standard's got to be even higher.
You guys did so well against Henry in that first matchup. Did they do things differently schematically? I mean, you had him obviously another day.
Yeah, I mean, you don't want to give up any explosives. And, that one was the majority of the work that he did. But, guy's Hall of Famer. He's gonna get one. And you try to just limit the damage. And they stuck with the run, giving him the rod, getting down the hill, and just getting movement, trying to keep him from shuffling or stopping his feet. And they were able to create a nice gap with the wham trap play. And so kudos to them. That's was.
Injury. We'll MRI that. Dylan's in there. All right, injury.